Let's talk about some common SEO mistakes. So mistakes that a lot of people, and I am not immune to this. In fact, I just spent the last hour fixing several of these SEO mistakes. That's what made me think of doing this video for you. That a lot of us make that influence negatively our ability to get search engine rankings, traffic, sales, leads, all those good things. Okay. So what we're going to do in this particular one is we're going to talk about internal errors, meaning errors within your site. I'm not talking about linking or anything else like that, just simply errors within your site. And I'm going to go beyond the traditional, hey, keywords and those kinds of things here. Okay. Now, before I go into telling you what they are, I want to show you how to fix them. Okay. All right. That sounds like a good idea to me. So if you Google the term SEO Checker Tool, what you'll find is a whole bunch of tools where you can just put in your URL. It'll go out, go through your entire site and give you a list of a bunch of the errors that they find. And what with almost all of those sites, what they have is they'll show you have 32 pages that have this problem, and then there'll be a button you can click that says how to fix it. And that'll tell you exactly what you need to do to fix it. Now, if you get into one of them and how to fix it sounds too technical for you, great. Try a different one, because different ones have different solutions. Or you may want to just Google that problem and find the solution there to fix your specific problem. I'm having lip problems today. All right, here we go. So one of them that I find all the time, and I make this mistake on my own sites all the time, is this: improperly moved pages. All right, so let you know, here's what happens. Let's say you put up a page and it is yoursite.com/this. All right. And then later on you decide, oh, this isn't the best thing for that to be. I'm going to change it to yoursite.com/that. And so you just go in and you change the file name, which is fairly easy to do. Well, here's the problem. The search engine has already indexed that page and thinks that page can be found at yoursite.com/this. And now it's not there. That's an improperly moved page. So there's a couple of things that happen when you improperly move a page. The first one is you tend to break links to that page throughout your site. So how to fix this? You need to go through and find all the links that point to the broken page and fix them to point to the new page. And these SEO Checker tools will help you find broken internal links. And so you just go down that list and you go to that page and you go, where is that page? And you go find that page and you change the link to it. Okay. Now I'm going to get technical on you for just a moment. There's a concept called redirects. So what a redirect is telling the search engine, hey, this page that used to be at /this is now at /that. And so you have to do what's called a redirect. There are programs that can do that. Just Google WordPress or whatever tool you have, and then Google redirect plugin, and you'll find a bunch of different plugins that you can do where you can say, okay, yoursite.com/this is now yoursite.com/that. And all you need to do is determine, okay, is this a permanent move or is this a temporary move? If it's a permanent move, you use a different kind of redirect, which tells Google, hey, when you come and look for yoursite.com/this, the correct page is over there, and take the old one out of your index and put the new one in. Okay, it's literally that simple. All right. So make sure your redirects. And here's the problem. Oftentimes when we move a page, we forget to go, we might redirect the old page to the new page, but we forget to go change any things that that directed to the old page. And so you can get what's called a string of redirects. So it used to be called yoursite.com/Bob. Now, and then it was changed to Mary. And so you did a redirect from Bob to Mary. And then you changed it from Mary to this. And then you changed it from this to that. And so you actually have 4 separate redirects going there. And so Google goes boink, 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 boink. And each time it boinks, that takes time. So you want to remove those. Okay. All right. Again, SEO Checker Tools will help you find those kinds of things. Okay. Next, your site isn't secure. So you want your site to be something where when you go to it, there'll be a little lock up in the top left-hand corner. Up in the top left-hand corner, there'll be a little lock. If that lock is broken, it's open, your site isn't secure. And every single page on your site needs to be secured. So that you know, I did a video, just scroll in this feed where you're watching this. I did a video about this very subject, about how to fix it a few days ago. So go check that out. Now, another piece that happens with secure pages, let me get to, my cards are not in the right order here, is having non-secure elements on a secure page. I know I just got technical on you again. Basically what it is this. I've got this image and I am bringing that image in by using a link, an HTTP link instead of an HTTPS link. So what that means is I've got this secure page that's HTTPS, and then I've got this one image, this picture of me that I'm bringing in, and it's not secure. It's an HTTP. And what that does is that the search engines go, you can't have non-secure elements on a secure page. And it actually hurts you. And I find that the place where this most oftentimes happens is when you do like an offer or an opt-in incentive or something like that, and you use one of those tools where you do it once and then you can just put it on a bunch of different pages. Oftentimes we end up doing that. At least that's the way I do it. That's where I find those errors happening is in that. And so just make sure, and again, the SEO Checker tool will show you those places where they are. And that's usually what it's going to be, is you're calling an image with HTTP instead of HTTPS. And all you do is go change it to HTTPS and you solve the problem. All right. Next is non-responsive pages. Okay. Sounds technical. It's not. Here's what you do. Go to your page on your cell phone. Go to several pages on your cell phone. If you find that the type is really, really small and it's like trying to put the whole width of the page on your cell phone page, what that does is that means your page is non-responsive. Responsive means that its size changes depending upon the screen size the user is viewing it from. And so if they're viewing it on their computer, that's great. But if they're viewing it on their phone and it's still showing as if it was on the computer, and so you've got type that's now 3-point size, is way little, that means your page is not secure, is not responsive. How do you solve that? Well, that one's a little harder. You Google it, go look at it. Oftentimes it's as simple as just using WordPress, changing to a different theme that is responsive, and that'll just solve the problem for you. You may have to get a little more technical on that one. Okay. Next one, duplicate titles. This happens all the time when we're doing a content strategy. So let's say your specialty is identity theft. All right. There's only a certain number of ways that you can say identity theft in a title without someday accidentally mixing them up. Now, this isn't a killer error, but Google wants to see a specific title for every page that's different for every page. And if every one of your pages says identity theft, how to prevent identity theft, okay, then Google isn't going to like that. And so you're going to need to go change them up and so that every page's title is distinct and different than everything else. Finally, there's a thing called a sitemap. WordPress and most of the tools that we use to do this build sitemaps automatically. your SEO tool, checker tool, will tell you whether you have that problem. You need to have a sitemap. A sitemap basically is something where Google can send it Spider. Spider goes, blah, 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 and it looks and it says, do they have a sitemap? Excellent. Now I'll go burp, 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 and go find every page that's on that sitemap. If you don't have a sitemap, then the Spider comes up and goes, oh, I'm confused. And it doesn't know where to go. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm confused. Okay, it doesn't know where to go. So giving them a sitemap gives it a list of all the different pages that it should go to. And then it just goes there and indexes all those pages. And that is the ideal way to do it. So you want to make sure you have a sitemap. All right, I gave you a list of things here. Some of them are more technical than others. Some of them are easier to solve than others. Every one of them needs to get solved. Most of them, if you use one of those SEO checker tools, you can do in a few minutes, or you can even have a competent VA do it. I wouldn't just give this to any VA. I give it, ideally, do you happen to have a teenager hanging around in your life somewhere who knows how to do this kind of stuff, technical kind of person? Hire them for a day to just come in and fix all those things for you. That could be really cool. And then to teach you how to not break it again. All right. So you don't necessarily need to go hire some high dollar person. It's not hard to fix most of these errors, but you really need to fix them because they're probably hurting you. All right. What's been your experience? Do you use an SEO checker tool? Have you ever run it? If you've never run one, you're going to be surprised at the number of errors you have on your page, and you'll be surprised at how easy they are to fix them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.